Hello everyone, you're welcome back to my channel. My name is Ayodeji Matuluko and I'm a PhD candidate in Glasgow, Caledonian University in Scotland. So today, obviously, I'm not alone again, and today I have a guest, somebody very important who has joined us today. So without further ado, I'll allow our guest to introduce himself properly.
Well, hello everyone. It's nice to be here. My name is Khalid Garba Mohammed, but you can simply call me Khalid. I am currently a postdoc at Queen's University in Belfast, United Kingdom. Well, briefly, I had my Bachelor of Pharmacy degree from Ahmadu Bello University and Master's degree in Pharmaceutics from the same university. And then from there, I proceeded to University of Milan in Italy, where I did my PhD in Applied Pharmaceutical Technology. But prior to that, I was working as an academic pharmacist at Bayero University, Kano in Nigeria. So briefly, I think
that's a very nice trajectory. So from pharmacy school, your master's in pharmaceutics, and then your PhD in Italy, and now you're in the UK. So you've traveled around.
Come on.
So that was a very good introduction. Thank you very much. So one of the reasons why I decided to invite you to my channel was you're a senior colleague and you've gone ahead, you've achieved great things, not just in academia. So I know you personally from pharmacy, you've achieved so many great things. So I thought it would be nice to learn from somebody like you based on your experience and where you are now, so that other people can just get some tips for how to plan their career post-PhD. Any current PhD student or anybody that is considering a PhD, someone that can look up to you and just try and get some important information. So first of all, before we go into that, why did you decide to do a PhD?
Well, that's unexpected, but anyway. I decided to do a PhD because the career I choose at the beginning of my career life is related to the PhD, because I am in the academia, and you know, if you want to progress in the academia, obviously PhD is a must.
Yes.
And I consider myself lucky for the fact that immediately after my masters, I think the same year I finished my masters, the same year I proceeded with my PhD. So it's a must as far as my career and passion is concerned.
Okay. But why your specific topic? Why do you have an interest in that? Because we know pharmacy is diverse, and then you picked your niche. Why that one?
Well, pharmaceutics actually it interests me right from the beginning during my undergraduate days. The dispensing aspect, you know, how to formulate from the simple mortar and pestle, you make something, and finally you get a drug product that the patient is gonna use.
Yes.
So it's kind of something that I consider one of the most important component of pharmacy profession, that you don't talk about abstract things that you don't see. It's something you touch, you produce, and patient use, tablet and so on. So that was where the passion began, and then subsequently the masters and PhD in that aspect.
Okay, that's quite interesting. So looking at the journey, because you did your masters in Nigeria, undergrad in Nigeria, and then you went to Italy, across. So what did you learn from that experience in your PhD? Not just doing the PhD itself, but doing it in an European country outside Nigeria. What was the experience like? What are the lessons you learned, or just your experience in general?
I like this question actually, because doing a PhD, I realized that doing a PhD in a foreign country is not only just about the PhD, but it's about learning the culture of the people, learning how to be tolerant to maybe some things that you are not used to, how to adapt and adjust yourself accordingly. So first of all, I learned about the culture of the people, which is very important to me. I try to learn the language, even though it's not that easy, but at least I learned something new. I can understand or speak a little of Italian. That is important. And then I come to realize that doing a PhD actually model you. It model you into something that is completely different from maybe your normal behavior sometime. I mean, normal behavior, I mean, something that you need to adjust with respect to what you think, how you think, and how you put your perspectives into action.
Yes.
I was lucky to work in the group of professors that always give me the chance and opportunity to express myself, and act like an independent researcher. And that is a very important thing that I have learned, and I wish, and I think every PhD or somebody wishing to pursue a PhD should always think independent and express yourself. Yeah, it doesn't matter if your opinion is not utilized, but
Yes,
at least
but
you
express
express it.
yourself.
And sometimes when you express it, it's important. You will see that it is important. It is something that is very good, and people will be happy and
Yes.
willing to implement. So this is some of the few lessons that I've learned, and honestly, I also learned that sometimes you don't need to be perfect, but try as much as you could to be able to. I mean, put something that is nearly perfect. That is something I learned from my professor. She always wanted me to at least produce.
Just get it done.
Yeah, get it done, but at least make it look good.
Yes.
So that is something that also is very important for a PhD or someone wishing to pursue a career.
That's
or
quite
pursue a PhD.
interesting. That's
Yeah.
quite interesting. So you did it over a period of 4 years, right?
No.
Okay, how long was it?
PhD in Europe is 3 years.
Okay.
No, sorry, let me be specific.
Okay.
Because some European countries like UK, PhD is 4 years.
Yes.
But in some countries like Italy, PhD is 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah. If you don't have any issue, any problem, you go straight. It's 3 years, and I completed in 3 years.
Wow, that's impressive. Very impressive. So, while you were doing the PhD, how were you thinking about your career post PhD? Did you make any specific plans, or have things just happened? Like,
Well,
was it serendipity? Like, it
yeah,
just happened? Or did you plan?
Well, actually, I think sometimes things happen like spontaneous. What I knew is I was doing a PhD, but I have a job in Nigeria.
Yes.
So when I finished my PhD, even though initially my professors back in Italy were trying to offer me some opportunity, but I was like, I have a kind of a responsibility. I need to go
Yeah.
back home. So honestly, there was no much plan. My plan is to finish the PhD, go back, pick your job, and continue from there. But then along the way, you know,
Different
always you should be flexible to adjust accordingly. So
Yes,
I adjust,
yes.
and here I am.
Okay. So, at what point did you start thinking of? So you've left Italy, you've gone back to Nigeria to your lecturer job. At what point did you start thinking of going back internationally and thinking about a postdoc? How did that happen? for
Yeah.
you?
That's a very important one also. I decided to start looking out for postdoc position when I realized, okay, I'm back in Nigeria. Yeah, I started to contribute, but at the same time, I realized I'm still young. And the opportunities are popping up for the postdoc, and most of them, when I check them, I will see that the criteria that is needed are almost like 80%, 60%, 70% near the design or the set criteria for the postdoc. So I started applying, reaching out sometime to some professors. Sometime when I see maybe the advert for the position, when I see it's aligned to my area, then I started to put my application.
So you applied to different postdocs that were aligned with your interests and your research area. So how did you ensure that you tailored your application to the different
Alright.
advertisements you were seeing?
Yeah, I think the most important for a postdoc position is a PhD. That is when they are advertising it, they will tell you, okay, you need to have a PhD in so area. Also, that is a fundamental thing. My PhD is in pharmaceutics and 3D printing of medicine in particular. So I think that positioned me into fitting into most of the areas of pharmaceutics, regardless of maybe of the different portfolio, for instance.
Yes.
So that was the first thing. And then second is some of the extra experience you have had during the PhD. Like, okay, what did you do in the PhD specifically? Is it about solid drug delivery system, liquid drug delivery system, nano formulations, 3D printing, and what? You understand? So this criteria you check. One thing I know is I always tell myself I don't need to fulfill 100% of the criteria set, but at least I will see majority, 60, 80%. I'm there, then I submit my application.
That's the thing, because a lot of people are usually scared. Like when they look at a job ad, you don't meet some of them, and like, I don't want to apply.
No, it doesn't work that way. Actually, you have to be honest to yourself, and then in case if the interview is called, you also have to be honest with the interviewers. You have to tell them, okay, yes, I know about this and that, but about so and so, I'm not very, I don't know much about it. Just be frank. So when they are willing to hire you, they will hire you.
I want to ask, because like I said, I know you in the pharmacy space, you do a lot of things. Would you say all your experience volunteering, getting involved in different organizations, volunteering your skills, would you say that helped you in your postdoc applications?
Well, yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I remember one question one of the professors asked. He said in my CV he saw some part of my experience working with WC, PwC.
Okay, yeah.
PwC.
Okay.
So I believe that is something huge. I mean, I work with some NGOs. Partly, some part of the work are consultancy paid, while other jobs are like voluntary, as you mentioned,
Yes.
like working with the International Pharmaceutical Federation and so on. So they are all experiences that I believe they made up to who you are, and
Yes.
then when you apply, all these are different things that you don't know exactly which one will interest your employer or something like that. But yes, different experiences, very vital, very important for your career trajectory.
Yeah, that's interesting. So thank you so much, Dr. Khalid, for sharing your experience. So it's quite interesting, and from what I've learned from what you shared, in general, I'll just summarize. So for PhD students, it's very important during your PhD to be confident enough to express yourself, have a good relationship with your supervisors, and if you can, while you're doing your PhD, just get involved in so many things, because this makes you to be a more competitive candidate for job applications, and it helps you to develop more skills and have a robust profile. And then even when you want to apply for postdocs or any other jobs, in fact, I think it will apply to any other jobs. When you're planning your career post PhD, you don't have to meet all the requirements.
No.
Just give it a shot, and you never know, you just get to your ideal postdoc.
Just give it a shot. Yeah, you may meet some, but I'm not saying if you like meet like 10%, you apply.
Yeah,
at least
definitely.
Yeah, at least the basic things that they put as criteria apply. Because if you just meet like 10% and 20%, you start to apply, it's like you are gonna waste your time. To be honest, but at least you don't need to meet all. If you meet half, near half, more than half, just submit and pray.
Yeah, that's very interesting. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, and thank you for agreeing to be part of this interview.
It is. I like it, and thank you for the opportunity. Honestly, I think it's good we enlighten people that are willing to pursue a career, either postdoc or PhD or any other career, because this is not only related to doing a PhD or postdoc. It's related to general life. Sometimes you give it a shot, so you don't know. You never can tell, right? So always try your luck.
Take all the opportunities available to you.
Yes,
just try.
And don't forget to take risk.
Yes,
calculated
risk. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, and thank you everyone for watching. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and turn on all post notifications so that you get notified when I upload the next video. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Bye.